What's up, y'all? Chris here to do some brief UFC 182 Jones versus Cormier afterthoughts. I know I said on my prediction video I was going to do a post-fight vid after the event on Saturday night, but man, when I got home last night, it was cold. I mean, it's been cold in Cali lately, and I was freezing my ass off by the time I got home. So I was just tired and cold, and plus the event wasn't all that inspiring. I wasn't really hyped up to really talk about it, at least not enough to forego my pain I was feeling. Anyways, that said, pay-per-view itself, in my opinion, sucked. Every fight went to a decision, which, I don't need a finish in every fight. But, man, it just dragged on. It just seemed like it dragged on forever, the pace of it. And I was in a packed bar. The bar, I will say, I do expect the pay-per-view to do well, sales-wise, because the bar was the most packed I'd seen it in a long time. I can't remember it being that packed in a long time, pretty much standing room only, myself excluded. But the main event itself, I picked Cormier to win the fight, and Jon Jones won the fight. So Jones proved me wrong once again. Not once again, I don't pick against him often, but I did here. You know what? The closer the fight got, the more I felt less confident in my pick against Cormier. I put it out there on Twitter. I don't know. I think maybe initially I was picking Cormier because he had sold me on himself, his confidence and the things he was saying. But then when you look at the matchup statistically and just, the height and everything and just stylistic matchup, I was starting to lean more towards Jones. I didn't change my pick though, but I really was more skeptical of picking Cormier on Saturday. We kind of saw why. The first couple rounds of the fight were more so I thought the fight would be. It was close, back and forth. I thought Jones won the first round. I thought Cormier won the second. Third round was pretty competitive. I thought Jones won it, but you could have made the case for Cormier. And after the third round, I thought Cormier might be taking over, though, because Jones looked really tired. Coming into, the third, fourth rounds, you looked in the corners, and he looked he looked tired. And Cormier wasn't really showing that, at least not facially. But unfortunately for Cormier, in the fight itself, he did get more tired. Throughout the fight, particularly the latter couple rounds. And not just that, you got to give Jones credit, mixing up the attack as usual, but he controlled the portions where Cormier, or at least I expected Cormier to dominate. The wrestling and the clinch game. Cormier just couldn't get Jones down. Jones actually took him down more times than Cormier took him down, which was surprising. And in the clinch against the cage, whenever Cormier was able to really put Jones there, more often than not, Jon was able to reverse the position and put Cormier's back against the cage and pretty much rest on him and wear him down that way. Just use his size to wear him down. Jones said after the fight, not in the post-fight interview because there wasn't any time for that, but he said, I think it was on Fox Sports, that he'd heard from other people about Cormier breaking, and he saw it in wrestling match against Cael Sanderson. Even Patrick Cummings had mentioned it. Everyone took it as a joke when he said he made Cormier cry. And I thought that if it came to a battle of wills, Cormier would win the fifth round based on that, but I was wrong there again, Maybe Cormier does have something in him that breaks. Maybe there is a reason, He said he'd always come in second, he was going to win the championship here. Maybe there is a reason why Cormier has never been a champion at any level, whether it's college, the Olympics, and now in the UFC thus far. Maybe he can be broken, even though he sure did a good job of convincing me otherwise beforehand. But either way, Jon showed that championship medal, showed he was the better fighter, and showed he is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the sport at the moment. So anyways, what are your guys' thoughts on this fight? Oh, as for the co-main event, Cowboy versus Jury. I was surprised how many people were picking Jury. I said I thought he wasn't on Cowboy's level, and it showed. Cowboy dominated the first round from the position, from the back, and then the latter two rounds, Jury just didn't even barely come to fight. I think you saw that in Cowboy's reaction at the end of the fight when he was absolutely just literally kicking the shit out of Miles Jury's legs, which was hilarious. I've never seen a guy go off like that, but that was funny. Good way to end the fight for Cowboy, if nothing else, but it wasn't his fault that it wasn't a good fight. It was more so on Jury. Either way, I think we saw the Jury's not on his level. What's next for Cowboy? I don't know. Maybe Khabib Nurmagomedov if he gets healthy, but if not, who knows? Cowboy will just fight anybody. And also, what's next for Jones and Cormier? As for Jones, obviously probably going to be the winner of Gustafsson versus Anthony Johnson taking place in a couple weeks. I'm, down with either one of those fights. And for Cormier, I don't know, man. I could see him going back up to heavyweight because if he fights at light heavyweight again, he keeps fighting there, he might get a shot against Jones again eventually, but I don't know if he's going to win that fight. Then if you go up to heavyweight, you could probably get, run through most of those guys there, but then what's he going to do? Kane's still the champ, so who knows? he could fight a light heavyweight or heavyweight, but the road to the title at either is not looking too good for him. Anyways, like I said, what are your guys' thoughts on this event? Were you as disappointed as I was overall? And what do you think about the main event and Jones, and Cormier's future? That's for now. Link to Twitter and the refrigerator as always. Till next time, I'm out.